Welcome back to the Anger Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. Jay, currently the Ring Magazine is hosting a convention over in London, and that's going to bring out the who's who in the sport of boxing. And the number one fighter in the sport, the face of boxing currently, is over there, Canelo Alvarez. And of course, with Canelo being over there and the owner of the Ring Magazine, Turki Alalshikh, or maybe he's the owner, or maybe the Ring Magazine is owned by Saudi Arabia or Riyadh Season, or however they are structured over there. But there's going to be a meeting, right? They're going to see each other. And lo and behold, a picture surfaces on X from Turki Alalshikh of Canelo Alvarez and himself with their arms around each other. Now, we know that these two gentlemen had a little bit of a back and forth a few months ago. Felt like Turki Alalshikh didn't really understand how he needed to address the face of boxing. But it seems like all is well now, Jay. And of course, from an X perspective, social media perspective, people are going to run with this. Basically stated that the fight must already be done, or at least close to being complete. This just fuels the flames in terms of those who support the opportunity for Terence Crawford to get a shot at Canelo Alvarez. But not only that, Terence Crawford took to his social media to also comment saying something to the effect of, "Remember what you all said about me?" Seemingly reacting to this photo, also adding additional fuel to the fire in regards to people believing that this fight is probably close to getting over the finish line. So very interesting stuff there, Jay. I don't know if this, I don't believe that this fight is any closer to being finalized or getting over the finish line. It's just my personal opinion. I think that this is something that maybe Terence Crawford is jumping the gun on a little bit by making that statement. Now, of course, Terence Crawford is going to be much more close to negotiations relative to what's going on between him and Canelo Alvarez. But before I go there, there's a couple of things that I want to make sure that I address that support the reason why I'm making the statement that I'm saying. Number one, friend of the show, Jake Donovan, posted this picture as well. And Jake Donovan's response was, pump your brakes, essentially, right? Just, they're over there together. Let's not read too much into this. And Jake Donovan is someone who I would say is very plugged into the sport, plugged into what's happening in the sport. And so that's part of the reason why I feel this fight is probably not close to getting over the finish line, even if they are currently negotiating. But there's another aspect of it, Jay. Currently, the Ring Magazine is having a live award show, and they're streaming it live. And so guess who popped up? Canelo Alvarez. So I do want to play this clip very quickly from Canelo Alvarez to I guess to add to what I'm saying, or at least to support why I believe that the fight, even if they are negotiating, it may not be close to being done. Here's Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah. And I do have to ask you, His Excellency Turki Alalshikh has said he wants to see Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. What is your honest thoughts on that as an opportunity and a potential fight?
Oh, it's always is a chance there, right? We'll see, but always is a chance there, and we're here to make the best deals, and always a chance.
And I do have to ask you about Dimitri Bivol.
So essentially, that is what Canelo Alvarez has been saying over the last several months. There's always a chance. Hey, why not? Hey, why not? And they're going to see how small, but hey, why not? You know, he's been saying that for quite some time. So it just feels like to me there would be more, I don't know, confidence, or at least more of a confirmation in regards to whether or not the potential of that fight could happen. He's been saying that there's a chance. We'll see. I think if the fight was any closer, you would start to hear things that are more confirming, like, yeah, I mean, it's certainly that'll be a fight that I would be interested in, or, you know, that fight is something that, you know, theoretically could happen for sure if Terence Crawford is willing to move up to 168 pounds. Something that's more confirming, right? Versus, you never know. It could, which is what he's been saying over the last few months. So although Terence Crawford tweeted, and his tweet felt like it was tied to or reacting to that particular post from Turki Alalshikh, I would say pump the brakes, hold your horses. This probably isn't anywhere close to the finish line yet. Jay, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's way too early to get all one way or the other on this. And we know how negotiations take. They fall through this and that, other things. And I noticed Canelo didn't say the best fights. He said best deal. Also. So it's going to be determined on the best deal, not the best fight. Because we all know at 168 or around 168, the best fight would have been Canelo versus David Benavidez. No matter what nobody says, everyone knows that's the best fight around that area. And no, David did not say David can go back down to 168 because he's mentioned it. He could do that for this fight for sure. But yeah, I'm pumping the brakes on this as well. It's so far out. I mean, they have this card. They got their React card coming up in a month. More than likely, we know Canelo usually fights in May. You know, May and September is when he usually fights. I don't know. That's going to be something that be around what Turkey would do his fighting style around because with Riyadh season on that. But it's way too early, man. People are just people are going one way or another. It's too early for any of that. Right now, they met. Canelo said that's what they could do. That's one thing I will say. Canelo, being a man of his word, said that they'll probably do it at the new year. He said that in November, December. Here we are in January. He's in there at Ring Magazine for the award show as well, and he does the meeting. So that's all that is. When we'll go from there. It's too early to get too high, too low on this, in my opinion.
No, Jay, I want to ask you this because I think you have a solid opinion there. But let me ask you this: once this video goes up, and it'll probably go up in maybe like 3 or 4 hours or so, and people have had the time to allow this to settle in, and they've gotten the opportunity to see the post from Terence Crawford, and they've seen the post from Turki Alalshikh, and they are now 100% convinced that this fight is going to happen and that it's close to getting to the finish line. And then all of a sudden this video pops up, and then we play the Canelo Alvarez clip. How many people are you think going to come into the comment section and say, Greg, you're a hater?
Every last one of them.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. Because no matter what it is that we say and how much it makes sense, I'm a hater. It doesn't matter. I'm hating. But no, I mean, I thought you made a cogent point there when you said that Canelo Alvarez said he's looking to make the best deals, not necessarily the best fights. And that would also look at that would also kind of reveal to a certain extent what he feels about Terence Crawford, because they're talking about Terence Crawford, and he didn't say that he's making the best fight. To your point, he's saying we're making the best deal. So clearly in his mind that this isn't the best fight for him. It's not necessarily probably even the most competitive fight maybe in his mind. So that's an interesting statement. That's a good call out right there. So you guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to this. I know we got a lot of Terence Crawford fans that follow the channel. I know you guys are going to be incredibly excited to hear this, see this. I think this is going to be affirmative to you in regards to the potential of this fight, particularly Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez happening. Maybe that might happen. Maybe not. We'll see. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.